Good evening and welcome to the Red Devil basketball matchup between the Harrison Raiders and the Richmond Red Devils. I am Ryan Miller and I am sitting next to the great Mr. Russell.
I don't know about the great, but I'll take it for this one. Hey, thanks, Ryan. It's going to be an interesting contest tonight between these two teams. We really don't know too much to expect. Harrison is ranked 14th in the state in 4A. So, they've got a great record coming in here. They are, 14-2, I believe. And, we're 9-7. But we've had some close calls. Harrison, I think, has had some games that, to be honest with you, I just don't know the level of some of their competition because they're teams from over the west side of the state that we're not as familiar with. Like opponents, probably the only thing you can really compare us against was we've both played McCutcheon, and we beat McCutcheon by 6, 49-43, just 2-3 weeks ago. And a little bit earlier this season, they beat McCutcheon 65-60. So both have wins over them, both have fairly close wins over McCutcheon. So on paper, it looks like it could be a fairly even matchup, but they do have one player, Jordan Walters, and this kid is something special. He's about 6'5", 6'6". He is averaging right around 19 points a game. He is a very agile, tall kid. Right now, and this is where it's confusing. We've seen him listed at 6'5", and we also seen him listed at 6'7". So we'll see what he really looks like when he gets out here on the court. But when you look at that kind of height, you'd expect him to be a post player in high school, but he is not. He plays the guard, the shooting guard, the small forward role, and along with that, like I said, it's one of those things that he's got the agility to move around quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. The big problem is if he's got that kind of agility is who do we match up with him to guard him? Because when you look at our starting guard and small forwards, you've got Jordan Stoley, you've got Drew Croft, Titan Neaton. I don't think they put Kareem Jett on him. There's just too much of a size mismatch there. Jordan Stoley, does he have the agility to stay up with him? He's got the size, maybe to give him a little bit of, a little bit of grief, but it's hard to say. The other thing you might see here tonight is our last game against Muncie Central, we opened up in a zone to keep their key player out of the lane. We might see the same thing to here tonight where we open up in a zone to see if we can shut down Jordan Walters, but if that happens, then you want to look for a kid by the name of Bryant Smith. He's a junior, and he is 46% from three-point range. Now, he's only averaging about 7 points a game, but he is deadly from outside the arc. We saw that again that last game we played against Muncie Central. They had a kid come in and who was averaging 3 points a game, a good three-point shooter. We opened up in a zone. The next thing you know, a kid who's averaging 3 points a game ended up with 18. So we'll see what happens here. It's going to be a challenge to defend Jordan Walters. We'll see who we put on him, how we try to handle that. And then on top of that, we've got to be on our game. Right now, we've been a little up and down the last few weeks with our shooting. Drew Croft had a big game here not too long ago. I think he was at 37 points. So if Drew comes out on fire shooting the ball like he is capable of doing, I think we're going to be in this game all the way, and it's going to be a pretty exciting game.
All right, and that is our pre-game, and we'll be back in time for tip-off. This is pre-game on WCTV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Now let's turn it over to Mr. Scott Beeman for the starting lineups.
Let's get tonight's starters. First, for the visiting Harrison Raiders. First, a 5'11" senior, wearing number 11, Kendon Smith. A 6'7" senior, wearing number 12, Jordan Walters. A 6-foot sophomore, wearing number 15, Sean Lewis. A 6'4" senior, wearing number 23, DeAndre Elson. And a 5'10" junior, wearing number 25, Brian Smith. The Raiders are coached by Mike Reinhardt. senior, wearing number 4, RHS. A 6-foot senior, wearing number 23, Tiernan. And the man in the middle, 6'8" senior, number 24, the Red Devils are coached by Shabazz Malik.
And welcome back, and we're now set for tip-off.
See, Jordan Walters is actually jumping here against Clevis Craig, so even though he's listed as a small forward shooting guard.
And Richmond gets the tip-off. Jet holds it.
And that could work in the Red Devils' favor tonight. It looks like Walters is getting the defensive assignment against Clevis if they can get in there. Oh,
Wow. What a way to start.
what a way to start.
Wow. Way to make a strong impression against this really strong team. And looks like a little contested. And just a little miscommunication. And to the rim, and no.
Nice tip out by Jordan Stoller there.
On the fast break in the corner. Misses it. With the rebound, Harrison takes it down.
Looks like on the defensive end that Jordan Stoller's drawn the assignment to take on Jordan Walters.
And passing around the ball movement. Thought about taking a shot there. Driving up in the paint. Pass. And they scored their first 2 points.
That was Jonah Lucas with the bucket there. He's averaging about 8.5 points a game.
Passing it back and forth. Over to Stoley. Gonna drive in, a little step back, and air ball.
Probably an ill-advised shot there by Titan Neaton. Didn't have good distance separation from his man.
The 3, makes it.
John Lucas is well on his way to his game average. The first 5 points for the Raiders.
And Clevis with ease for the easy 2. Try to use this full court pressure. And it's going to be out of bounds.
Right now, it looks like the Raiders are still a little hesitant against that full court press that Richmond putting on. That's twice now that we've been able to deflect the ball and maybe almost get it turned over. Not quite completely get it turned over, but at least slow it down. It's good to see them being able to work the ball underneath the Clevis.
And Camden Smith is controlling the ball. Handing it off. Driving up the middle. Folder. It's not in there. Rebound goes to Richmond. Croft. Down to Craig. Craig's double team. Trying to find the open man. The Jet. He drives in and he gets it.
Cream's just so fundamentally sound. He got that left side of the lane open and then just moved the ball right over and laid it up with the left hand, kept away from the defense. Easy 2 points.
And that was out of bounds on Richmond.
Definitely a high-paced game tonight, up and down the court. Expected to see that a little bit.
And Camden Smith. To the corner, driving on And foul. And that's going to be Drew Cross's first foul in the game. And the free throw is good. For number 35, Bryant Smith.
Got to make sure we stay out of foul trouble tonight. We did a real good job of that in our last game.
Craig with the rebound. Gets to the Jet. Fast-paced motion going on the court. To the corner. Mid-range jumper. No good.
Get somebody hot from outside here pretty soon, otherwise we're going to be in trouble.
Going to Lucas. Passes it to Smith. Back to Lucas. Thought about the three. No. And it's going to be Richmond ball. Fast break opportunity. Weaving his way past, and it is good. With the 2 points. The double team. Thought about passing. And rebound back to Harrison. Foul.
I hate to see that. Cleveland's picking up in his first foul. That last bucket for Richmond was really nice.
And he misses his first free throw.
Last bucket for Richmond started on the defensive end with Jordan Walters to beat his man, and when he got in there, Cleveland got up in the air, made him adjust his shot.
And a little bit of physicality.
Got lucky there. Kareem could have gotten hurt with him rolling up on his leg like that.
Kareem Jet walking down the court. Back to Jet.
Looks like they're trying real hard to get that ball underneath Cleveland's Craig.
Nice handles and almost a foul.
They're letting them play though.
Jet lost the ball. To the corner. Bang. Drew Croft with the three. The double team. To the corner. And he's going to send to the line.
And unfortunately, I think Cleveland might have picked up his second foul there.
Cleveland is trying to discuss his case with the ref. It looks like Cleveland.
Raphael Dean's going to come in to replace Clevis. You know, this early in the first quarter, picking up those 2 fouls. And we're probably going to see Clevis sit for a little while, and that's not good. He's really commanding some respect in there. He was altering some shots and causing them some problems getting to the hoop. We'll see what Raphael can do.
And number 23 for Harrison, DeAndre Alsup, is going to take a seat. Stoley. Back to Jet. To Newton. Jumper. No good. And Richmond got the rebound. bring the ball back. Driving inside, and it is blocked.
Real good thought by Titan Newton there to drop that ball off to Raphael. I don't think Raphael was quite as ready as he could have been. You know, Raphael's not been getting quite some of the time he's got early in the season. He was out a little bit. They were even sick. He's got to get up strong with that ball.
Yep, driving in, floater. Solid. Solid floater. Richmond still with the full court press. Double team. Down the middle, and it is going to be out of bounds. Richmond ball.
That time they got the turnover out of the full court press.
You can see the miscommunication, especially from Harrison all around. It was really getting in their heads this early on.
Yeah, a little bad pass there. He just couldn't handle it. Another possession for the Red Devils. Now we got to make it. Now we got to capitalize on that, and we do.
And Croft with the 2 points, raising the lead up to 8 points. And no good. Harrison with the rebound, put it back, and one. For number 12,
Jordan Walters. Exactly what we're talking about. You know, Clevis Craig out of the game now. Jordan Walters is free to work underneath. Raphael's going to really have to try to work hard on the defense between him and Jordan Stoley to shut him down. And that was a good example of him getting in there, getting the offensive rebound and putting it back up for the and one.
And he makes his free throw. Less than a minute left in the first quarter. Pistoli driving in. No good. And that is going to stay with Harrison.
Another deflection on that full court press by Titan Newton. Like I said, they've really been a good job there harassing them a little bit. Haven't created a whole bunch of turnovers, but it's been enough to create the pressure we wanted to slow them down.
Harrison moving the ball around. Down inside. A little rough. And it's Richmond ball.
Green Jet getting a breather.
And Highland Harris, number 10, is coming into the game.
27 seconds left in the first quarter. Richmond holding a 5-point lead.
Croft moving the ball around.
That was a travel.
And travel is going to be called.
Yeah. I saw that one. He caught the ball, stepped back, and he repositioned his pivot foot. Can't do that. Sort of an NBA kind of move.
And nice steal by Drew Croft, taking it down the floor. And he dunks it. Wow. And it looks like it's going to be the final possession, and it does.
Again, that full court pressure, the breakaway dunk, and then you turn right around and we get him to tie him up almost for a possession arrow, but saved by the buzzer, so we'll take a break and we'll be back with more basketball for you on Whitewater Community Television.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to the second quarter. You're watching Red Devil basketball on WCTV. The score is currently 17-10. Richmond up on Harrison.
And recap that first quarter. Richmond came out really moving the ball well, getting some good looks. You know, they're scoring in transition as well as right now. They've slowed down Jordan Walters for now, but that's going to be the thing. They got to keep that going. And with Clevis Craig on the bench, that's going to be hard to do.
Driving inside with the layup, and it's no good. Croft with the rebound. Newton driving in and foul. And looks like DeAndre Alsop is going to come back into the game.
Relatively clean game so far with only 3 fouls on the Red Devils and 2 fouls on the Raiders.
Croft moving the ball around.
He hit one from down that corner earlier on in the game.
Harris moving the ball around. Driving inside and drawing the foul.
Looks like I spoke too soon on this being a clean game. We've got a couple quick fouls here on the Raiders to start the second quarter.
And it looks like number 35, Bryant Smith, is going to come out of the game. Nice putback by Raphael Dean. Moving the ball around into the corner. Pass it right outside. Walters with the extra effort. Drawing the foul. And that's going to be a foul on Drew Croft.
That'll be his second as well, so we're going to see him start getting into early foul trouble. That's definitely what you don't want to see, is 2 of your starters getting into foul trouble early on in the first half. We'll see if he pulls Drew or not.
Especially this is Richmond's 5th foul in the first half.
And they're also up at the line, hits the first one.
Croft is going to take a seat, and Kareem Jett is going to come into the game. And he makes a free throw. Harris, moving the ball. To Newton. Good pressure by the Raiders. Gonna be some moves to the corner. Not a shot there. Back to Jett. Almost seemed like an isolation in the corner. No good. Rebound the Raiders. Walters looking around. Passes it. Down inside. Jett with the steal. Passes it to Newton. And he goes down and gets the 2. Raiders trying to get something going, and it's going to be a foul on the Raiders. And there's going to be a substitution. Nick Madsen. And Jett passing the ball around. Good ball movement. And going to be Raiders ball. Walters. The bounce pass. And another foul.
Looks like this was on the Raiders. holding a 9-point lead with only 5 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first half. Hoorah!
Stoley.
Another foul, maybe?
And looks like it's going to be a timeout.
Interesting so far. Here lately, we're starting to get a few more fouls picked up. The Red Devils are holding the. So what do you think so far, Ryan? It's been an interesting game so far. The Red Devils, I think their game plan is still working. They're holding Jordan Walters down. You know, so far he's only gotten in the game. He's only got 5 points. So, you know, this is a player that's averaging 19 a game. To hold him to 5 so far through the first, I think they're really doing what they want to do to stop him. Right now they're getting some balanced scoring from our end. Right now you've got Andrew Croft out there, and he's leading all of our scorers with 7 points. But you got Cream Jet with 4, Titan Newton with 4, you got Clevis Craig with 4. So really spreading off the court. Now the question is, how long do they leave Clevis out? Do they let him sit the rest of this half, or they see if they can get him a little bit of time, but they just don't want him to pick up that 3rd foul before the halftime.
Newton passes in the ball. And miscommunication. Raiders with a fast break. They lose the ball. And Stoley with the effort. Going to stay with the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Jordan was diving for that. It looked like he just lost control of the ball, and if he would let it go, it would have been out on the Raiders. But you know, he thought it was tipped.
Walters with a bounce pass inside on Stoley. And more pressure. Good block. Nice double block, but with the foul.
Got a little bit of the arm on his face on that one, but boy, I tell you, that was a heck of a defensive stop there for Raphael Dean. He's going to make him earn the line.
I got him.
And that's DeAndre also. He's only a 55% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 2 in this game so far. But the numbers start to pay off.
And he misses the first free throw. And he misses the second one, 0 for 2. Newton with the rebound. To Harris. Passes it to Stoley. Back to Newton.
Ooh, that one almost got away from. Good save by Kareem Jet.
Nearly a backcourt violation. From the move with a screen. Chase Newton passes it in the corner for the 3. Makes it. Tylen Harris with the 3.
That was big there.
Raising the score up by 12. With 3:53 left in the half.
That foul's going to be on Tylen Harris. Fighting through the screen. That's his first. Yeah, it's really good. Red Devils are up right now by 12 points with 3:49 left in the second quarter. And it's really good to see that they're still maintaining a good offensive presence down there. You know, they just built the lead to 12 points, and you've got 2 starters sitting on the bench right now with Drew Croft with 2 fouls and Clevis Craig with 2 fouls.
And Walters misses it, and he gets his... Oh, and he passes inside. With the pressure, passes it outside, and he makes it.
That's Camden Smith with the 3.
Now we know this Harrison team can shoot the ball in 3-point range.
Yeah, they've got some good 3-point shooters on there. Brian Smith probably being the best. Shoots about 46% from 3-point range. But it's really Jordan Walters that you got to watch for. And right now, we're doing a good job right now of stopping Jordan Walters.
Red Devils to inbound. Chase Newton holding the ball. Sending the screen. Up to Jet. Back to Chase Newton. And cut around the Jet.
Not sure about that one there.
Seemed like a confusing foul.
Well, they're saying he walked. Got that step a little bit early before the ball came down.
And with a three, and doesn't make it. Rebound by Tiernan Harris. Runs into Stoley, loses the ball. And driving inside through the contact. Stoley with the rebound. And Stoley with the contact. And Stoley's going to the line.
That final might be on Jordan Walters. If it's first, if it is. Yeah, foul's on Jordan Walters.
Looks like Messiah Tyler is going to check into the game. And that's what's going to happen. Number 10, Tiernan Harris is going to take a seat. And number 35, Brighton Smith, come back to the game. And number 23, DeAndre Alsop is going to take a seat.
It's interesting, Brian Smith coming back in with 2 fouls with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left before half. Be nice to pick up that third foul and get one of their starters out of the game for a while.
And Stoley knocks down the free throw. And it's going to be a timeout.
Interesting, again, like I said, bringing Brian Smith back in. He's got 2 fouls, and you've got almost 2.5 minutes left of this half. It's sort of a gamble there to see what happens as far as, can he make it through without picking up that third foul? If he picks up that third foul here in the first half, it's going to be really, really damaging to them in the second half. Remember, he's their best three-point shooter, shooting 46% from the behind the arc. And he's also one of their best free throw shooters. If this game comes down to the wire, he shoots about 86% from the free throw line. So you're really going to lose a key player there if you can get him out of there with some foul trouble in the second half. For the Red Devils, we've got our own foul trouble, but right now it still looks like he's going to hold those guys on the bench for as long as he can so they don't get their third foul. There's Drew Croft with 2 and Clevis Craig with 2.
And since Craig has been out, Raphael Dean is stepping up for the center position. And with the 3 at the top, and he misses it. Raiders with the rebound, passes it outside, driving inside, and with the contact, and that's going to be a foul. It looks like it's going to be on Raphael Dean.
Titan Newton. So that was Titan's first. You've got to say a lot for Jordan Stoley, though. Jordan is really, really doing well in defending Jordan Walters.
I was confused on that call because you can see Raphael Dean, as soon as that foul occurred, he just had both hands on his head.
Yeah, I think he was worried about that one. Like I said, Brian Smith, their best free throw shooter at 86%. He drains both of those. Makes it a 25-17 game with just over 2 minutes to go in the game.
Jet to the corner to Chase Newton for 3. Doesn't make it.
Titan Newton inbounding the ball with Kareem Jet. About a minute and a half left in the first half here.
To the corner, mid-range jumper blocked. Chase Newton to inbound the ball to the Raphael Dean. And Jet with a floater. Raiders with the rebound. And he falls. And they fall too. And it looks like it's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to be Richmond ball. And so the possession arrow is going to go towards the Raiders when there is the next one. And
so we're going to take a timeout by Raiders. 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here. So Ryan, we're right down the line. A minute and 12 seconds left in the first half. Of course, we've got two starters sitting bench right now in a little bit of foul trouble. Drew Croft and Clevis Craig. They've got Brian Smith in foul trouble, but they've got him back out there. Right now, Red Devils holding on to an 8-point lead with possession of the ball. What do? Do you hold for the last second shot here with just over a minute left?
I think you just play a good defensive ball like they have been doing. I don't think they really need to worry about trying to hold it for the last second shot. I think they just need to continue what they're doing, especially containing their key players.
Nice thing right now for the Red Devils where they're working the ball around. They're not relying on one person offensively. So we'll see what they do as far as who they look for to get a good shot off here. And like you said, they'll have to D it up really quickly. Look for Jordan Walters to get the ball into his hands if they do get another possession before the end of this half. Of course, Jordan Stoley really doing the work for an effort. He's holding Jordan Walters only right now about 5 points. So well below his season average.
And Raphael Dean is going to attempt his first free throw. And he knocks down his first. 9-point game.
It's going to be big.
12.
It's going to be big for the Red Devils to hit their free throws tonight, that's for sure.
And he nails his second one. And it looks like Richmond's not doing the full court press anymore. Inside, little bounce pass up in the air, and fight for the ball. Raiders get the ball. Double team, outside, driving inside, and loses the ball. Jet with a rebound.
I think Jordan Stoley got a piece of that one there. Really good defense by the Red Devils. We hit down about the 40-second mark here in the first half.
Stoley. Messiah. Dean back to Jet.
I think the Red Devils are content right now to hold for the last shot with 20 seconds left in the game.
And a little bit of isolation. That's going to bring him back out. Going to set up a screen. Newton, mid-range jumper by Tyler, and it's going to be, and it's not going to count.
Oh, hold on here. I think they might have called a foul on Kareem Jet. He slapped the ball right there before the buzzer. We might see Jordan Walters get a couple free throws here at the end of the first half. You can see Jordan's already stepping up in line. And yep, that's what it's going to be.
All right, so I'm going to go grab pizza. Is that okay?
I think that foul will probably go on Kareem Jet.
Walters was the first one. He misses it.
And I was correct, that foul was on Kareem Jet with his first.
And he nails the second one. And he nails the third one. 2 for 3. And that is going to lead us into halftime. With your score, Richmond up 27 on the Raiders, and they have 19.
Good first half. Red Devils really played some pretty good defense there. The only scary thing for the Red Devils, I think, right now is the foul trouble that Clevis Craig and Drew Croft found themselves in. We got to keep those guys out there on the floor in the first half. We played pretty well without them, but I think they played much better with them, that's for sure, especially offensively. But right now, I can't say as much. I got to give credit to Jordan Stoley. Jordan Stoley right now is playing incredible defense on Jordan Walters. Now, Jordan Walters coming in here is getting a lot of looks across the state. People are talking about recruiting him as a Division I basketball player. And this kid's about a 6'5", 6'6", swing man. He can shoot from outside. He's got good agility. And we were really concerned with who was going to match up with him. And Jordan Stoley has done a great job with him tonight, holding him down to just about 5 points for the game so far. So, again, I think that's been the key matchup right now. Jordan's shutting him down. And the Red Devils sharing the load because they're really spreading it around. We saw Drew Croft with 7 points. We saw Kareem Jett with 5. We saw Titan Newton with 5. We see Raphael Dean, a surprise there, 4 points in the first half. Usually doesn't put a lot of numbers up on the board. Just gives you some good defense and some minutes to spell Clevis Craig. But tonight, Raphael playing some good defense. We saw him get 2 blocks in a row. Right there, you've seen some really good work on his behalf. So right now, Red Devils are really putting in the work, and it's shown with a nice 8-point lead in halftime on the 14th ranked team in 4A in the state. So that's really something to say for the Red Devils tonight. They are doing a good job.
All right, and that's going to be our halftime report on the game. We will be back in time for the third quarter. You're watching Red Devil basketball on WCTV. Back to Red Devil basketball in the start of the fourth quarter. The score is 33-32, Richmond up on Harrison. Harrison's making a comeback. Originally down 9 coming into the half. And has got the score down to 1. Jed on Smith. Stole it on Walters. And Lucas, fourth jumper. And with the lucky bounce, they finally take the lead.
Unofficially, that's 10 points for John Lucas. One of the 2 Raiders in double figures, him and Jordan Walters. Clevis Craig back in the game for the Red Devils.
Walters was looking for a charge, but they didn't get it. Bounce pass inside, and good for the double.
Red Devils now down a point.
And Walters with the block.
And that's going to be Walters' third foul there.
Harrison's not on the foul. Jordan Walters, his third. Team 6. At the line of the Red Devils, on board Lucas Craig.
Walters was trying to discuss why he had the foul, but then he just simply walked away. Go for a second. Knocks it down.
1 point lead now for the Red Devils.
Passing it to Lucas. Using his pivot. Passing the ball around. Lost the ball. Smith driving in and gets it. Stoley trying to drive in, lost control of the ball, turnover. And Henderson has control of the ball. Walters spin move, inside, got the foul. And 1. It's going to be Jordan Stoley's second foul. And number 10, Tiernan Harris, is going to check into the game.
Points right now for Jordan Walters.
And he nails the extra point. Tyler passes the Titan. Titan gets a little bit of separation and gets the double.
It's a great move by Titan there, and he probably could have gotten a foul call on that one. A lot of contact, no call.
Walters looking around into the corner. Not quite a shot. Smith. And it's going to stay with Harrison.
And a foul there on Tiernan Harrison, looks like. That's our 15th foul. Tiernan second.
And with Harrison, that's going to be their 6th foul.
So let's see a little bit of delay here. I'm really trying to figure out. Is that six fouls on Red Devils? Okay. Explaining something to Red Devil coach there. All right, here we go. Ready to inbounds the ball. Be careful not to fall asleep there on that inbounds pass. It looks like that little delay just got everybody a little right, glassy-eyed.
Lucas with the jumper, not quite there.
Red Devils with the rebound. Down 2 points with only 4:59 left in the game.
There's the Titan. That's with the double team. Pull up jumper, and it's good. Tied up at 41 with 4:40 left in the game. Walters has control of the ball. That's to the side. Walters with the floater. Not there.
Great defense there by Clevis Craig. He came over to help Jordan Stoley on Jordan Walters and altered his shot.
Oh, hard fall.
Most definitely.
But both players
okay.
Both players got up just fine. And Drew Croft is going to line up for the extra points. And this is going to be Harrison's 7th team foul.
So we're in the bonus now. Drew Croft nails that free throw.
And it looks like Bryant Smith and Max Jacobson is going to come back into the game.
You know, just over 4 minutes left right now. Foul trouble is no longer an issue until you get this thing ready to go.
And Walters walking his way down the court. To Lucas, the top. And Walters.
3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game. Harrison looking for a good shot here. Right now, Red Devils doing a good job keeping the ball in Jordan Walters' hands, although he has it right now. I think that defensive presence right now, Clevis Craig in the middle, is really helping.
And Stoll with a contested shot.
Got a 3-second violation there. Jordan Walters had nowhere to go. Jordan Stoll, great defense on that.
Greg using his pivot. And looks like
got a timeout for the Red Devils, looks like. So, not sure what we got there. Trying to figure out where inbounds the ball when it comes back. Not sure if there's a full or a 30, but we'll go ahead and keep it here, though. With 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game. Red Devils up by 2. Definitely a close game tonight. Really interesting coming down here to the wire. We do have a little bit of foul trouble for a few different players. Clevis Craig with 3. Jordan Walters for Raiders has 3 as well. We've also got DeAndre Alsop with 3 for the Raiders. That could come in to be very important coming down the line here. Red Devils right now playing good defense again. Let's see if they can keep that up for this last 3 minutes of the game. Of course, Red Devils also have the advantage right now of being in the bonus, and the Red Devils have the possession of it. So right now, the game reset, everything looks like it's in favor of the Red Devils, but they're going to have to continue to play that good defense.
Tyler passes in back to Tylen. Stoley to Newton. Croft, what about a shot? Didn't take it. Back to Titan. Titan fighting through the contact.
Oh, and the charging foul. Titan goes down hard. pressure on that one. Looks like the Raider wasn't quite set. Red Devils are going to have to be up now with 2:47 left in the game.
Now Smith. Moving the ball around. The ball moved by the Raiders. What about a shot? Mid-range jumper. Pass. Up the top. Driven by the baseline. To the side. Up top.
Just over 2 minutes left to play in the game. Red Devils holds 2-point lead.
And it's going to be, and it looks like it's going to take a timeout.
So 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in this game. The Red Devils have a 2-point lead. The Raiders with the ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Red Devils if they would come to that. Also, the Red Devils are in bonus, which could be helpful as well down the line. What do you think we got going, Ryan? I mean, right now, the Raiders have to be thinking how to get the ball in Jordan Walter's hands. The Red Devils have done a good job here in the last couple minutes of effectively stopping that. But you know that's where they want to get the ball. He is their leading scorer. You know, clutch time, that's what you want to get to do. He's a senior. You know, for the Red Devils right now, it looks like it's been working pretty good when they come down and set up their offense and get it into Clevis Craig. But also, I think really we're going to see in play in the next minute or so, free throws could become a real big factor for the Red Devils because being in the bonus, you know, Raiders down a little bit, they start to turn their defense up a little bit. They may send us to the line. Jordan Walters with the ball in his hand. Good defense there. The double down between Jordan Stoll and Clevis Craig. And look at that. Jordan Walters still does it. Ties it up.
And Tiernan Harris going to walk down the court. The Titan. To Stoley. And he gets it.
Move by Jordan Stoley there. Got a timeout by the Red Devils with 1:39 left here.
And that's going to be a full timeout by the Red Devils.
Two good moves down there. Jordan Walter showed why he's their top scorer. And Jordan Stoley, who saved some of his best for last. He's not done much offensively in this game, but that was a nice little move underneath to put us back up by 2. 45-43 with just 1:39 left in the game. So it's coming right down to the wires on this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a really fun one.
Keep in mind that Richmond has only 1 timeout left, and the Raiders still have 2 timeouts left.
It's true. And also Richmond still has a possession arrow in their favor, and we are in the bonus, but they are not at this point. So that could come into effect too if we need to foul them to stop something. You know, we've got a foul to give still, so that could be an advantage. The question is, what are we going to see the lineup come out here? Looks like leaving Tiernan Harris on the floor. This is really you wonder why. Kareem Jett's been sitting out the last few minutes. You think the last minute and a half we'd have Kareem Jett back out on the floor. But right now he's sitting down. Tiernan Harris out there in his place. Raiders bring the ball down the court. Here we go.
And there's a bounce pass back to Smith. And Bryant Smith. Then pass to Elsop, back to Smith. Bryant Smith has control. Walters driving in. No good.
Good help defense by Clevis Craig.
And
tie ball and give possession there in favor of Richmond there. Richmond will take possession. Up 45-43 with just 1:06 left in this game.
And it looks like Jett's going to come into the game. And
smart move there as Kareem is one of the better free throw shooters on the Red Devils. And you can figure up by 2 now with just 1 minute left in the game that it could come down to shooting some free throws. They get the ball in Kareem's hand, gets it over to Tiernan. Back to Titan Newton.
a little bit of isolation by Titan. Showing his handles like he has all night. Trying to get a little bit of separation. Draining the clock. Trying to bring it out. Bryant Smith on Titan Newton.
Looks like you're coming out to double him. Red Devils playing keep away right now.
And showing a lot of great ball movement by the Red Devils, and they're finally going to foul. And look, it looks like a standing ovation from the crowd.
What a job of keeping that ball away. You know, I don't know if they were intending to hold the ball or if it was just a matter of they weren't getting much look, but I did see at one point where Kareem Jett had an open look right down the lane for an easy layup if he wanted to take it. But I think they were content to try to make them foul them, send them to the line. And of course, like I said, Kareem Jett at 79% is one of the best free throw shooters on the team. Tylan Harris is still out there too, and Tylan is probably the best on the team at 82%. So we've got some good guys out there to shoot, having the ball, and Titan Newton is at 65%. So you really want to see the ball in Kareem's hands or Tylan Harris's hands. And we got pretty much what we wanted with the senior going to the line to shoot two, possibly give us a 4-point lead with only 24.9 seconds left in the game.
And now each team has one timeout left in the game. It's going to be very crucial coming into the last 25 seconds left in the game.
Well, it's definitely right now in Richmond's favor. You know, if Kareem can hit both of these, it's a two-possession game. And with 24 seconds left, our defense has been slowing them down enough that it's going to be hard for them to try to get two possessions out of that. So let's see what happens here. The seniors got to really step up big and hit these two free throws. Like we said earlier, this could be a big upset. You know, the Raiders are ranked 14th and 4A in the state. So for the Richmond Red Devils not being rated, this would be quite the upset.
And Jett knocks down his first one. 3-point game.
That's a big free throw right there. Doesn't give you two possessions, but at least they would have to have a three even just to tie it with only 29 seconds left.
And Jett knocks down his second one. Now a two-possession game. To Smith.
They have to hurry and get the ball in somebody's hands. They got it in Jordan Walters. He shot.
And he knocks it.
A three, and they call the timeout.
Wow.
Yep, that's why he is their leading scorer. He hits the clutch three.
And it seems like Walters had a little bit of a Mamba mentality to quote the
Yes, a Mamba mentality there. Definitely a clutch three there. I mean, he was stepping back. He had a hand in his face, drained that three. The Red Devils still up by one with 14.3 seconds. You can bet they're going to try to put us on the line. We're going to have to hit our free throws. Really, it started off with a good defensive possession. The Red Devils are really trying to keep that ball out of Jordan Walters' hands. Did so for about 5 to 10 seconds, then Walters finally got it, and he did what he wanted to do. So the question is now for the Red Devils, can we get the ball into one of either Tylan Harris or Kareem Jett? I'm saying Kareem Jett. You want to get it in your senior's hand. He drained the last two. You know, other shooters for us, Drew Croft is a 72% free throw shooter. Definitely wouldn't be a bad person either. But we're going to have to take care of the ball, and they're going to have to hit the free throws. Protect that 1-point lead.
And Stolle is going to inbound the ball to Croft, and looks like they're going to try to double team Croft to Jett. He's going to waste some more clock, and they're going to foul. And they're going to send Jett to the line to make it potentially a 3-point game.
7.4 seconds left.
And they're going to send Craig back onto the court.
And seeing him come back on defense, it really makes a difference when he can be able to give defense. They didn't have that luxury last time down.
And he knocks down the first one.
Big free throw there.
So for the final 7.4 seconds left in the game, you have Croft, you have Newton, you have Stolle, Jett, and Craig on the field. on the court, I should say.
Looks like right now that Harrison's going to take their last timeout, see what they can come up to. They're going to have to hit the three. You know whose hands it's going to go into, Jordan Walters. So, but also remember, we talked about this earlier. Brian Smith for them is a 46% three-point shooter. So if they can't quite get it into Jordan Walters' hands right away, look for Brian Smith to see if he can get open on the outside. Four big clutch free throws by the senior Kareem Jett in this game to keep the lead for the Red Devils here. Big, huge time at the free throw line. Now, can we tee it up, keep the ball out of Jordan Walters' hands for 7.4 seconds and hold on to the win? That's the big question right now.
And keep in mind that the Raiders have the possession arrow in their favor.
Only 7.4 seconds left. I don't know if they made much time for that, but you never know.
You never know.
The other point is that right now we're in the bonus and they are not. So any little foul on us, we're going to the line. We cannot foul, that's for sure. We don't want to send them to the line.
And Walters are going to double team him. And a little deflection. And that's going to go out of bounds with 0.2 tenths left on the clock.
They may discuss this and see if they want to put a little bit of time back on that clock.
This isn't enough time to get an open shot and then take a shot. This has to be.
It's not.
Ahead.
It's basically just have to be a sort of a tip in, which of course is terrible because being down 3 points, there's not much they can do with this. So it looks like the Red Devils are going to hold on to a win here.
And he misses it. The Richmond Red Devils with a big upset.
Well, I can't say enough. The big upset here, knocking off the number 14 team in the state. An incredible night for the Red Devils. And you got to give a lot of credit to Jordan Stoley. Again, Cleveland's Craig with him as well. But Jordan Stoley, he had the defensive assignment of Jordan Walters for the Raiders there in the game. Jordan Walters came on the second half, got his points. But really, for the most part, most of the way through the game, Jordan Stoley held him at bay. And if he didn't, as he got by, Cleveland's Craig cleaned it up afterwards. An impressive performance by the Red Devils. They shared it around point-wise. I think really for the Red Devils, nobody stands out as being a lot of points in the game. You've got 8 points for Cleveland's Craig. You had 8 points for Titan Newton. You had 6 points for Kareem Jett. I mean, it was just an even scoring night all the way across the board for the Red Devils. A really good team effort. Great help off the bench by Tylen Harris and Raphael Dean. Unbelievable game for them. So Tyler Messier just came in as well, and Tyler Messiah came in as well. Great minutes from their bench. And defense, like I said, can't say enough about how Jordan Stoley did on Jordan Walters. A great win for the Red Devils.
And what an upset it has been. You have been watching the Richmond Red Devils go against the Harrison Raiders. Final score, 49-46. Richmond comes out on top. You were watching Red Devil Basketball on WCTV.